welcome back to the Xplore YouTube channel. So in this video, we're going to focus on the question wherein you will be given an array, the length of the array, and what you have to do is you have to compute the average. Now again, this is a very simple question, but for those who don't know about the average concept, you won't be able to do it. So array. So let's say the elements are 5, 6, 7, 2, and let's say 3. I'll add one more element if required. Okay. So right now I see the sum of the elements is what? The sum of the elements is what? Of all the numbers. Again, we have done this thing that how do we compute the sum of the array? Okay. So 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 plus 7 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. 20 plus 3 is, I guess, 23. Correct. Let's say I had one more element. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say I had one more element called 1. So the total sum would be apparently 24, right? If I'm not wrong. Yes, so total sum is 24. 5, 6, 11, 18, 20, 24. Correct, correct. This is 24. Sum is 24. Now I'll say my average is very simple. Average says that whatever the quantity is, the data structure is, in this case I see the data structure is there. This is basically a list in Python, right? So whatever the data structure is, get the sum of all the elements and simply divide it by the number of elements. In this case, the number of elements is what? I guess 6 divided by the number of elements 6. So in this case, average would be what? 24 by 6 is going to be 4. Again, this is a statistical concept, average, correct? So that's it. Now, in case like let's say my array was something like this. In case we are getting odd value, there's no problem. Let's say 1, 5, 7, and let's say 3. So in this case, I see. Okay, so let's have instead of 3, let's have it as 4. No problem. So I see the sum would be apparently, if I'm not wrong, 1 plus 5 is 6. Then I see 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 4 is, I guess, 17. Now my average value, so I'm just going to write AVG, average, is going to be 17, which is sum by the number of elements. In this case, n is 4. So in this case, I'm going to get something like 4. 4 is a 16. Then I get a 1 carry. Then I'll say 4 2 is a 8. 4 5 is 20. I guess I'll get 4.25 if I'm not wrong, right? You can just do it on your calculator. Okay, so I'm gonna get 4.25 and that's completely fine. We are gonna get 4.25. It's not mandatory that, oh, I'm getting some rounded off value. Let's say I see in this case it's an integer value. No, it's not like that. You might even get a float value or a double value and it's completely fine. So let's try to do this. Compute average. Okay, so again I'll just use the logic from the previous code which we have learned about, sum of all the elements or the numbers in the array. So for I in range n, I would say again sum1 plus equivalent to the element in the array at the ith index. Again, instead of I, you can have it as, let's say, idx for more clarity, and that's pretty much it. Here I'll say I will compute the average. Simple stuff. So I'll say my average is going to be as simple as whatever my sum1 is divided by number of elements n. That's it. Again, you can just give some brackets here just for more clarity. I mean, it looks good, right? And then at the end, I'll just return average. And I think so this is going to wrap up for the problem. I see that time here would be big O of n because the reason being, like, I'm traversing the array once. You can see here I was traversing the array once, correct? And I will say the space would be apparently big O of 1. Like the time is big O of n, not big O of 1 if I told by mistake. But again, like the space is big O of 1. The reason being I'm not using much of space. I can see there's an average variable, some one variable, and that's it. So I hope the explanation was clear enough. Please make sure to subscribe the channel and we'll meet in the very next video. Thank you.